most people put anxiety in the box of this is a psychological disorder, right? And I know you've reframed it to say, this is a person who's very in tuned with their environment and things like that. But how much is just like chemistry or physiological, right? Like you're low in magnesium, or your progesterone's off. So how does somebody differentiate between like this is a chemistry equation versus this is an issue with just being open?
Yeah, so you brought me sort of to I went out of order, but
Yeah,
the
that's
true
okay. Yeah.
anxiety is also not a psychological condition. I think that that's a sign of strength. You're connecting to what's
Right.
strong. But then I do think that there's a lot that's driving our anxiety that we do want to fix. But I don't believe that it's what we've been taught. What we've been
Mm,
taught is that anxiety is a genetic chemical imbalance.
right.
It's your genes,
Yep.
it's your serotonin, it's all happening right here from the neck up.
Yeah.
And that if you're anxious, you have this low serotonin, so no big deal, correct it with a pill. And if that's the narrative we've been given. If that worked for more people, I could buy into that.
Right.
But I am sitting here at the front lines. I've been in practice for 14 years and it doesn't work enough of the time.
Mm,
And so I see the people that wash up to shore that have tried that approach and they've tried this medication and then they increased the dose and then they added an augmentation
right.
strategy and they start to feel like, well, I have a chemical imbalance. It's supposed to be corrected with a pill. I'm still suffering, even though I'm highly medicated,
Right.
highly therapized. So people start to despair. They start to think maybe I'm uniquely beyond repair. It works
Mm,
for everybody else, but not for me. And I don't want anybody believing that they're stuck or that it's hopeless in that way. And I don't think it's true. So when someone's anxious, I think of it as this has modifiable root causes. Sometimes it's all that true anxiety. It's all the psychospiritual ways that we're perceiving what's out of balance. But often it is simply that something is out of balance in the physical body, not in a way that's your genetic destiny,
mm-hmm.
just a temporary, stupid physiologic state of imbalance from aspects of modern life. Blood sugar crashes,
Yeah.
a bad night of sleep, a hangover, an extra cold brew coffee, we were up late doom scrolling, these things that generate a stress response in the body. And then we subjectively experience that stress response as anxiety. But none of that needs to be happening. We can identify the root cause, address it, and eliminate all of this unnecessary suffering.